Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with another interesting topic in Vedic astrology today. And today we'll be talking about relationships again. And as you would have watched in my earlier video, we talked about relationships in terms of finding out the temperament of that person based on what zodiac sign he's most influenced by. And the zodiac signs were classified in that video as movable signs, fixed signs, and dual signs. So people who have not watched that video, I would recommend please go and watch that video. And today we'll also be talking about relationships, but this time we'll be talking about something which is coming from the ancient scriptures to help us in determining whether a person is cruel or kind in nature. Okay, and that's based on, once again, the knowledge given to us by the ancient rishis and maharishis and the scriptures, where they have classified the zodiac signs into male signs and female signs. And what the maharishis are saying, that people with male signs, they are not male signs, but male signs itself are cruel in nature. Okay, and female signs are kind in nature. And what are they saying about which ones are the male signs and which ones are the female signs? They're saying that the male signs are the odd signs, which are Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Okay, so male signs are odd signs and they are cruel in nature. The signs, I'm not talking about a person right now, I'm talking about the signs, and we are not talking about planets, by the way. Please make a note of it. We are talking about zodiac signs. So the male signs as described by the ancient scriptures, and by the way, once again, I'll remind you, all my videos are a direct reference to the ancient scriptures. It's not a figment of any kind of imagination by any modern day astrologer. So the ancient scriptures and the maharishis are saying the male signs are the odd signs, and those signs are cruel, or the zodiac signs are cruel zodiac signs, which are the odd signs: Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. And the female signs are the even signs, and they are kind in nature. The zodiac signs itself represent kindness, and those female signs or the even signs are Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. So 6 male signs and 6 female signs, both of them even as far as numbers are concerned, out of the 12 zodiac signs. Okay, so very evenly spread. So what the maharishis are saying is that in case a person is influenced more by male signs, he's going to be maybe cruel in nature, and also will have manly qualities. Okay, you know, and then it could actually be a female who is influenced by male signs could have manly qualities. As you would have seen in our day-to-day lives, we come across people, certain males who have female qualities, female-like personalities, and certain females who may have male-like personalities. So that explains why it is there, because the males may be influenced by female signs or the kind signs, or the females may be influenced by a male sign, a male zodiac sign, or like a cruel sign. So male is represented by cruelty and manly like qualities, and female signs are represented by female like qualities. Like what does a female represent? Delicacy, some kind of submissiveness. Sometimes it could be submissiveness, or like kindness, more compassion, more grace. So people who are influenced by female signs, which are actually the even signs, will have these qualities, and people who are influenced by male signs, which are actually odd signs, will have more of manly quality, and of course can be a little cruel as well. Okay, so we come across in our day-to-day lives. I mean, some relationships are by default. There's no way we can change it, our parents, our children, our siblings. But some we have a choice over, like choosing a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a spouse, or choosing some kind of a job where you have to work under a particular person or a boss or colleagues, or making new friends or maintaining relationships with existing friends. So that we have a choice over, and if we can come across their birth charts, we can get an understanding of what kind of a person he is. Is he male and cruel, or is he kind, a kind personality, and whether you can deal with that. So that's how you can determine. Now the question is, how do you determine, what are the ways, once you have a hold of his or her birth chart, how do you determine whether he's more of a male person or whether he's more of a female person, whether he's more cruel-like, whether he's more kind personality, or he or she, whatever. So what you do is you look at the birth chart. First of all, look at the ascendant itself. If it's an odd sign, it's a male sign, and it could have manly qualities and cruelty in nature. Okay. Then look at the lord of the ascendant, which zodiac sign it is placed in case it is placed in an odd or a male sign, because odd and male is same. If it's placed in an odd and male sign, that person could be cruel, and have man-like qualities, even if it's a female. Similarly, if the lord of the ascendant of that person is placed in an even sign, that person could have female-like qualities, or more compassion, more grace, more submissiveness, more kindness, because the lord of the ascendant is placed in a female sign, which is a even sign. Okay. The third way to look at it is, in the whole birth chart, see where maximum planets are placed in case the maximum planets are placed in an even sign, that person is going to be kind and compassionate. He will not be cruel. In case maximum planets are placed in odd sign, that person could have manly qualities and could be cruel, even if that person is a female or born as a female. Okay, so that's the third one. The fourth one, which is very important, is look at where moon is placed, because moon is the mind and a person behaves accordingly. Moon is a very important determining factor at which zodiac sign it is placed in. In case moon is placed in a male sign, which is an odd sign, that the person could be very, very cruel, very manly. Okay. In case moon is placed in an even sign, then that person definitely can be very kind, very compassionate, and not cruel in nature, have more of womanly qualities, even though he may be born as a male. Okay. But just don't make your determination based on this basic principle given to us in the ancient scriptures. If you're going into a very important relationship like a marriage, do the full Kuta matching. And other than Kuta matching, there are also several other techniques which have to be applied and seen whether the match is complete or not. Just don't go by this basic nature of zodiac signs, that okay, if it's an odd, it's male and cruel. If it's even, it's female and kind. Don't go by this basic thing. But yes, this basic stuff is extremely important for us for day-to-day relationships which we come across, like a friend, like a new acquaintance, whether to trust him or not, or how to deal with him, or a boss, if he or she is more of a male sign, then you'll deal with him or her accordingly. Okay. And if he or she as a boss is more of a female sign, then you're going to deal with him or her accordingly. Similarly with our parents. But like I said, if it's a very important relationship like a marriage you're getting into, please do not base your determination on this basic rule or basic classification rather, which has been given to us in the ancient scriptures. So hopefully you did enjoy this video on male signs and female signs cruel signs and compassionate and kind signs, odd signs and even signs. Odd signs are considered to be manly and cruel. Female signs or even signs are considered to be female and compassionate. That's the basic rule, and you can use this in your day-to-day lives. So hopefully you did enjoy it once again, and in the meanwhile I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic in Vedic astrology very soon. Goodbye.